I definitely am suspecting after we pass the halfway point, or right when we get about like the last third of the story content, it's all gonna fly by it like a fucking clip. Mhm. I mean, I think if I remember, there's only actually like 9 story missions. It's not a very big number, but kind of on par with how Halo goes. You know, I do the incredibly difficult task of remembering what button does what. We're on Zeta Halo. No, that's an FOB we already have. There's a beacon over here. There's Okro Vagadon. This fancy sword, it looks like. There's a Marine squad. There's a Marine squad. There's an FOB we don't have. There's Rithkul. And there's a beacon. Light the beacons. A new hand touches the beacon.
We're not giving this location up without a fight.
Requisition confirmed. On the way with your hardware.
It really is kind of crazy how at the end of the day, I mean, controversial opinion, quite probably, but that Skyrim actually isn't that good of a game, but it has so many memes that we're all just so intrinsically aware of, just in common culture. I mean, I just dropped one. That's why I was saying that.
Let's move, Marines.
Where are we going, sir? Lead the way, Spartan.
No argument here.
We're with you, Chief.
I'm not sure.
On your six.
Um, I mean, it's very overrated. The combat system isn't that great, and as far as an RPG, your dialogue is pretty subpar.
Got it.
I mean, they have an
Vehicle
entire
delivery is
tree
on the
for
way.
speech that, let's be real, doesn't do anything. It's really
Ready for a hunt.
you're still silent protagonist. And it's just like, oh, there's like a lot of things that go into leveling. Like the one, I don't know, everything I'm about to say, I feel like kind of goes back to the high end points that I said. Now, granted, I'm saying all this, and I know I'm aware of the 4-digit number of hours that Steam has tracked on me for that game. It is indeed a Banshee.
I hear you, Marine. Now stow
And
it.
you know, sometimes when I say it, a lot of people say
Chief's
like,
got
"Oh, well,
points."
for the time it was great," and it's just like, really? It's that weird Halo driving. Wait, the Banshees do have Banshee bombs? How the hell do you use those?
Augmentations in action are a beautiful thing.
I mean, the plot of the game
Every
too,
day I
also
don't die
very
is the
much
new best day of my life.
not very interesting. I've never done it.
I'm under attack.
Sovereign Guard, I think.
Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next?
That one's hit.
Damn, it's all mountains here. Like always. Nope, they won't. You got the tanks.
Akro Vagadoon is nearby, Chief. Be careful. He's got quite a rap sheet. Thousands of UNSC personnel died at his hands. Time to make it right.
Like, it's a decent enough just world space and just like world space. And I think that's why it's stuck around so much, is because when people are modding it, you're basically making your own game, but you already have a set template, so there's a lot of work that's just taken out that you have to worry about. Got him. Why won't you respawn already, damn it?
personnel died at his hands. Time to make it right.
It was a sandbox that had like guided signposts. Whoa, what the fuck was that? I bit something really weird in that sandwich I had, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it just really took all my attention trying to figure out what the hell I just tried to bite. Oh, you were
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
I don't know when there was a time they weren't a necessity. That doesn't make them not a necessity. I mean, when I first booted up that game, I had a list of like 200. Or watch out, the grunts said they're getting violent.
More of them, Chief.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, they haven't figured out how to make something like that work. It's like how I was always yelling at you. It's like, Leland, actually put your bullets to the enemy. Are you shooting a laser at him? I didn't realize you were back alive. And then I got distracted by being like, oh, is Leland doing anything? Idiot.
Confirmed kill on the HVT. Once we deal with the crew, we'll be all done here. If Vagadoon's dossier is any indication,
I'm not
you just
very
did
certain
humanity
on
a big
what,
favor. Good work,
what makes the
Chief.
special pistol special. The assault rifle actually behaves a little bit different. Still not like playing Helldivers with an assault rifle.
We'll need more data to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence. Let's find the remaining beacons.
All those random orphans that have cringy dialogue that you don't know anything about.
Another squad's calling for help, Chief.
You mean to make
We
sense?
can't leave them hanging.
We claim this ancient ring and all the power it possesses. Never again will we mourn so great a loss. Our place is here. Our time is now.
Then did you get the Dogs of Skyrim mod so you could have dogs? And I saw a jackal that took too long to pull out a shield, thereby indicating that he was going to snipe us.
Nice work, Chief.
I turned on a helmet flashlight, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the button for flashlight was. I
More of
just
them,
know it
Chief.
was weird.
Chief. We're with you, Chief.
All clear. Those Marines owe you their lives, Chief.
Eventually, it decides to figure itself out. But I remember talking these things like with Mike about like, yeah, it wasn't that great of a game. And then he'd always be like, well, for the time it was. I'm like, not really for the time. I still remember when it was coming out, a lot of people were like freaking out over different things that it had. And they're like, oh, it's so amazing. It's got this going. Like, the NPCs walk around and they follow a schedule and be like, that's. Why is that impressive? Maybe that's some of. Oh, that's. It doesn't let you grab on when you get far enough down the cliff. But maybe that's some of the perceptions. I really don't have any kind of attachment to the Elder Scrolls universe at all, because never really did much with it before that game. Yeah, I haven't played the Oblivion or the Morrowind. But you have the means to play it now. That was nice back when the NPCs had to actually describe how you found something. Well, I found a sight of a Marine and a Jackal that apparently had a sniper duel, and the Marine didn't win it. UNSC. But I think it's United Nations Space Command. I think. No, they're from everything. Halo took a
UNSC
more
distress force.
realistic approach on how we were
comms. We should check
colonizing,
it out.
which Mass Effect started to do and then immediately didn't do anything with. Which is that we start colonizing space, all the nations of Earth are still a thing, being their own things, you know, as we know and love it. And then it's usually the United Nations or something. There's some kind of general space alliance thing, which is why humans are so often in these sci-fis and alliance. And then it's the early colonies are the individual nations on Earth settling these colonies out in space. And then at some point it gets just so developed enough that everybody just kind of gloms onto the basically UN identity. So the Marines are taken from anywhere.
Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next?
I think the famous Chips Dubbo is actually from Reach, I think.
Another UNSC distress pulse. That means more Marines are in trouble. Let's give them a hand.
It's actually kind of fun watching that. Yeah. What? 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 I was grappling, and then just suddenly stopped in midair. And then he retracted the grapple, and I just fell straight down. I'm like, that's not even physics. I don't even know what to call that.
Hand over here. You're here.
It's a brute with a sniper.
We're with you. Let's do
I
it.
killed him.
Eyes up, Chief. More of them.
No hostiles in range.
Good kill. Yes, you have the beach. Barrels!
Your bones will crack in my jaw.
Man, you're just punching.
Good. A scar.
Don't know why my grapple decided not to grapple, but okay.
Take my armor.
Well, I had to do all the work.
Thanks. We got your back.
The UNSC lost so many on this ring, but now that you're back, they've got a fighting chance at survival.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Yes, we need a bullet dispensary. Still remember being
Good to see you, Chief.
surprised and upset that at how one track Dawn Guard was.
Thanks for the pickup. Buckle up.
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
We're with you, Chief.
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because basically all Skyrim quests and by another extent all
We shouldn't stick around here too long.
just
We
Bethesda
should move.
quests kind of
Hey,
follow
that's
the
enough.
thing of there's
Stay
not
focused.
actually really any choice to it. Not the beam rifle guys.
Come on,
But
this way.
the fact that the quest line for that DLC played out the same way no matter what you did with only minor variations. How you couldn't do what I want to do is go and be a vampire hunter, which means I'm hunting the vampires. We're getting rid of the vampires. And then it went, nah, we made this one vampire and you're going to listen to her do whatever she wants all the time because we can't possibly write anything
board. Let's
where you
go.
might just not like her. We know everybody's just going to like her and want her. It's just like,
I'm gonna be sick.
Hell yes.
Going out front.
oh, it did it again. It just, the physics just stopped. I don't think that's a mechanic.
What are my orders, Chief?
On your six.
Yeah, this one spot, it's just the physics just don't work. Because like I was stationary basically, and as soon as it tapped the wall, it just stopped working. That almost worked. I landed on a surface game.
What was my blood boils. My rage will be mine. See how
Oh, I hate it, Serana. Yes. She was also such an annoying companion. She would always point out something that was extremely obvious 15 minutes after we did it. And that's saying something coming from the Skyrim NPCs. I don't understand why Dawn Guard didn't come up with a. There goes the physics just breaking again. I just don't understand why they couldn't. Well, I guess thinking more about and looking into people that are actually more critical of like how Starfield got to where it was and knowing the people that were responsible for the games. That the guy that's kind of like in charge of doing the dialogue isn't that good at that as a job. So they probably just straight up couldn't possibly think of a way to have a different companion deciding depending on what way you want to go on that. Like I legitimately remember getting in there because basically all my exposure of Skyrim was Mike was already playing it, and I just kind of saw things. And at some point, he bought me the edition that had all the DLCs on it. Yeah, so that's what I played. But I remember going up there and just knowing about how some of that DLC was going because he was already playing it. And you first go up there, and there's the guy who is just like wants to go up at the same time as you. There was a part of me that really thought, like, oh, so this is the Dawnguard NPC companion, and then there's probably going to be a vampire NPC companion, and that's the chick that Mike was hanging around with. Why didn't it switch? Oh, my bug. I know some people are gonna be like, "How did you hate her?" She had all like what you were pointing out, the unique dialogue and actual different voice, and I'm like, I know something that they could have done more of and didn't. Why is this hole here? I didn't do. I mean, I obviously didn't do the vampire. I didn't do the werewolf because I was trying to do the forbidden thing of when you're playing Skyrim and roleplay in it. And, as soon as the companions were like, "You have to be a werewolf," I'm like, "No, I'm not going to do that." Well, they only wrote one way for this to go, so you have to do it. So everybody's going to stand here staring at this pool until you do it. I'm like, no, fuck off. I mean, it's a little bit of kind of thing of I expect everybody's gonna be like, well, werewolf was just cool. You just do the werewolf. It's got cool stuff, and I'd be like, that's not a motivation to do that. Like when we were playing Baldur's Gate, and you're like, you were even doing the whole thing of have Volo put the
We'll need
fucking
more
ice
data
pick
to
in your
reconstruct
eye.
the Forerunner sequence. Let's
And you
find
were
the
doing the whole
remaining
thing of
beacons.
like, well, you get something out of him. Like, I don't care. That's not why I'm making this decision. Or there was the ogre that has the crown of intellect. And I remember us talking about how I, with a +1 charisma, convinced him. And I remember telling people and be like, "Oh no, you gotta kill him, get the crown of intellect. That's just better." And I'm like, "No, like, this is exactly how this character would want things to go."
We're the best of the best.
What are you doing out here? Leland right there. It's all right. Why? I was shooting the people from the back of a warthog, and my driver just unannounced decided, "Nah, I'm just gonna leave." They throw a sticky grenade at it because it's no longer moving. Said if it's something. He's for a second there, I thought a bit of
Another
debris
frog
came down and killed a guy.
Claim it.
You should have put it in second.
I will bury you with that infernal machine!
You better get out. Well, I'm sure our save is absolutely goddamn
We could use an
fucked.
LZ in this region.
Why did you drive next to that explosive barrel of death? that interesting.
Die today!
That was an interesting death cam to watch. Oh, it said saving progress. He's a crazy cat. Damn it, I was about to have him and then you moved. Too close isn't an issue.
Chief, let's capture that fog.
Super. Yeah, it didn't die. I don't know why you're like, okay, it's done. It's like, it's definitely not. Yep.
We could use an LZ out here. Let's secure that fob.
Impenetrable halo trees. Yeah. I died when you got out. It made me a stationary target. I'm surprised you didn't realize too when you were getting out and I was firing into the back of you a bunch. Weird Scooter mouse aim. Leland.
You will not outget this creature away from me! It's cutting through us! Stop it! Watch out! They're firing! Fire! This is the end! I'll kill you!
Shouldn't be much farther, sir. Hangar bay is ahead.
Chief, we've got 2 featherheads at 10 o'clock. If you can cover me, I'll get a bead on them.
This isn't a log involving the chief.
Nice shooting, soldier.
Hey, Chief, we got Spartans pinned down across the way. Let's get them some help.
Acknowledged.
There's too much enemy fire, Captain.
On your feet, Marine. I've known the Chief to do a lot of things over the years. Failing isn't typically one of them.
Banished forces eliminated. Fob Hotel's ready for liberation. Another fob is ours. This one was built on one of the most active
they were.
battlegrounds in the first 48 hours of the war. UNSC and Banished Records
all these-
both suggest that it was
all these fucking Spartan
absolute
cores.
chaos. It raged all over, but nowhere quite as intensely as the island just north of us, where we got shot down, you might recall.
Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next?
Feels like we're really coming back on track.
Oh, way back there we never got. Oh well.
What can I do for you, sir?
Fob signals coming in clear. You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
Alright, what are we doing first? Oh.
Goose with guns, on the way. Hang tight, Chief.
Call shotgun.
Ooh.
Wasp requisition confirmed, Chief. On my way to your LZ. Hang tight.
Somebody decided not to bother looking. Of course it is. What do you think it is? A fucking, what was it, the Falcon? Does it only have machine gun? Nope, that gets out.
Vehicle delivery confirmed, Chief.
Oh, you hit V and it changes weapon. V.
With you,
Victor.
Chief.
So it's an orca. It's just an orca.
On your six. Okay.
Let's move, Marines.
Jump.
You going ahead, Chief.
Doesn't that make sense? Hey, can you guess what go down is? Eh? I mean, it's just one of those fancy interior rotoplate, basically helicopter things that they're trying to make with boosters on the back of it. The
HVT
boosters
nearby, Chief.
honestly
Ordo Mall,
probably aren't
one of the most
relevant
lethal assets they've
or
got.
needed.
He's not going to go down easy, but taking him out will only improve the UNSC's
good job,
chances
Leland.
on the ring.
We had one job. These are just dumbfire rockets. They're not even wire guided. Don't worry, Banished guys. I remember back in the day when you had a raid specifically for this. Oh, they are tracked. Yeah, back in like fucking Halo 2 and Halo 3, they had fuel rod rates. Or instead of the mortar, it was cluster fuel rod cannons. Oh wow! I don't like that very much. And it might be because I'm stuck in exactly one camera angle. Is why I don't like it. Oh wow! Wow! Why are you so meowy? Uh-oh, this game broken? Broken already? It's because of Finn's meowing, isn't it? He meowed it to be broken. No. Well. Whoa. A big sneeze there, Finn. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm answering a question. Just some people ask me a thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Remember the stuff I got from the Kickstarter and how one of those turrets there's like a goo on the inside of it? There was somebody saying about like, what should we do if things are like broken or missing? To which, in this group, like the guys that are putting the game out are in there. It's not even like their group; they're just in there all the time, constantly answering things. And I just said in the message like, hey, be sure you check like inside the tanks and under the turrets because it might be sticky in there and just trying to consume a piece. And like, wait, one on the was one of your turrets like goo on the inside? I'm like, yeah, but big one, the main one inside of it, it's like a peanut butter that's as sticky as epoxy. So I was just answering the inquiry they sent because these are cool people, from what I can tell, with a game that I want to see come back. I was talking with Joel last night when we were playing 4, and he was saying what his thing was, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, come next year, I might have to be talking to him, be like, okay, I need this all quiet stuff going. Give me some slots, we're doing some fucking tripod action. I really like the game. Allegedly. Well, the game always wants to find a random hexagon to stick us on. Yeah, it saved our progress. It just put us on a random respawn hexagon.
And showers, and food, and relative safety.
What is
Looking
this
to
marine
balls a
doing
few
to you?
banished towers? Bringing that wasp to you now.
They were all up in your ass.
What way can see you?
But they're with you, Leland. Actually, you know what? No. Fuck it. I'm gonna steal that fucking Wraith. That is one shitty orca. That's basically what you're flying around in, is a fucking orca. A GEI orca.
HVT nearby, Chief. Ordo Mall, one of the most lethal assets they've got. He's not going to go down easy, but taking him out will only improve the UNSC's chances.
I played enough Renegade to know what that's like.
Initial sweep of the delivery site is complete. The banished outpost here is more than a barracks.
Don't you even
There are nothing
walk
more
around
than
pretending like you know what the fuck
tentacles
I'm talking about, Leland.
including artifacts I've never seen before. But there's more.
Or when just when you had your thing of like Renegade, like you knew what I was saying.
Excavation site.
Now this was Command and Conquer Renegade when they did a shooter of a RTS genre, basically the opposite of what Halo did. But it had. I remember when I got the first Decade collection. That was the first time I ever saw Renegade, and at first I was just like, not into it. And then ended up downloading like a map pack that this community server has been doing for years. Because this is the back of like this was a GameSpy
Ordo
game.
Mall, one of the most lethal assets they've
Just
got.
to give you an idea of when all
He's
this is
not
going
to go
on,
down
the type
easy,
of people
but
playing
taking
it.
him out will only improve the UNSC's chances on the ring.
But yeah, I ended up finding a server where people are just running a map pack that they made for that, and ended up having a ton of fun. Basically using way too much of my time in high school throwing at that. If I'm gonna be real and honest here. And so I actually ended up playing it some, and now the multiplayer mode it had actually seems a bit interesting, and I'd be curious to see a modern game try and utilize it. So, like I said before, it was, you know, Command and Conquer was originally an RTS series that they made a shooter in. So how they did the multiplayer was I mean, it's basically like your Quake, Unreal Tournament. I think Combat Evolved may have been out, but it was that early days of, you know, multiplayer shooters. Got an idea how that goes, and it was always everything was always team based, and you had little bases that you were trying to blow up on each other, and they had buildings that were from the RTS game. But what it had in there is it had, so basically every map, some would vary it up a little bit. The main things that you get is you would get a barracks, the building that you got vehicles from in the RTS, and the resource gather building, which would have an AI controlled resource collector unit go out to the resource point, gather up its stuff, bring it back, dump it in, just like in the RTS. And when you did that, like when you would get kills and stuff, you would earn credits that you would then spend to buy the units from the game. So you would spend the same amount that you would spend in RTS to buy the vehicles that you could then get in to drive around, or you spent them to upgrade your character to be the other character classes it had, which were extra things they made for the game and the units from the RTS. So it's like now at this point I'm like, I would actually be really intrigued to see like a modern game try and do the whole resource gathering base aspect of Renegade's multiplayer. I No, I don't want to plant grenade. I want to steal the Wraith.
That handles the target. Let's get the rest of the squad.
It killed him. It killed him. I have the Wraith. I shoved a grenade inside, he exploded, and now I have a Wraith.
It, Chief. The so-called Wraith Master won't be causing the UNSC any more trouble. He was one of Escherm's most trusted lieutenants. The Banished took a big loss today.
Good. But I have a Wraith, so I have a big win today. What they really need in a shooter Halo, and I would love to see in a shooter Halo, really fucking need a Locust. I want to drive a fucking Locust around in Halo. Quad Walker with the big continuous beam cannon from Halo Wars. I have a feeling they don't have it in here because they don't want to deal with figuring out how to make it walk properly around the environment. Weren't they in Halo Wars 2? Yeah, that was playing one. I don't know what point you're trying to make here, Leetland. We're literally playing a mainline Halo game right now. Very Oh, the guy that blew up. Can you get up on top of that mountain? Oh, I'm not gonna get to keep my Wraith. They last so much longer than they did in Halo 3. You got a little spurt and that was it. Definitely felt like you were an obese
Squad of Marines
motherfucker.
nearby that
There's
need
nobody
help,
in there.
Chief. Marking it.
Oh, Leland, he's being elite. Missed Mark. Oh, he flew. He got some air. I wonder how it looks for you when you're like chasing after and about to ram a guy and just see the mortar come by and just smack him in the face.
Enemy reinforcements.
You bastard! You damaged this Wraith that I rightfully stole. Wait, why no shoot? I don't think that's a thing in Halo games. It's broken. What the hell? Shoot button still shoots. It won't work for it won't work for the Wraith. I didn't want the Wraith just to drive around with it. That's boring.
No contact. Follow Chief. Double time.
You've given these Marines hope, Chief. They'll remember that.
That's
I've had
fucking
too
bullshit,
many
bro.
brushes with death today.
After all that trouble I went through.
Yes, sir.
still have some beacons left
I
to
did
find
notice
before
we're
the
at the weapon
Forerunner
boxes.
sequence
We can
is
get the
complete.
special weapons we steal.
Which one's next?
If only that means I could get a special wraith. I guess.
Chief, there's a high-value target in range.
Man, I just
The
remember
banished
going through
chieftain
co-op missions when you
Endeavor.
got somebody with a wraith that
careful
knows
if
what
you
they're
go
doing
after
and
him.
somebody with a
Going by his
scorpion that
rap
knows what you're
sheet, he's
doing, and
pretty
you're just
dangerous,
blasting through a
even for a
legendary
chieftain.
level of the campaign because nothing can stand against your might at that point. I did not expect that we were going to run into them that quickly. I did not properly read the distance that was being traveled. I take. Why'd you do that, Lance? Holy shit, this thing overheats immediately. It did a lot of damage to the dude's shield, but it overheats immediately. Flying Celica will want your attention anyway. Oh my god. Restarting. It's got the function problem of every modern video game. But at the same time, like actually when it is working and like just running around on the Halo, I've already been saying that's a decent time. Now, could you imagine if we were doing this and we had the big open map, but it was the not necessarily the enemy encounter intensity, but the action intensity of Helldivers. Which also leads me to ask, can you imagine Helldivers but on crafted, built maps rather than procedurally generated? Both those would be pretty good, I think. Games Plus auction. We are back. Oh, this is the store I went up to when we went to Adepticon by Chicago. Okay. I thought that looked a little familiar. Cool. Are you sure we're back? Those were words. Hey man, on the little quiz Jerry gave us to identify the new way people talk, I proudly only got the free space. Everybody always said to me when I was getting all this stuff, it was always just a shout out of I'm not terminally online enough. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm on the internet a lot. I'm just not looking in the same internet places. So it's not a very good measure. Yeah, I also have to ask, where is our pilot getting all these things that he's flying to
Shut
us?
up and focus,
Where are they
Marine.
coming from?
Stand by. On the way with your wasp.
Bonk.
Always a pleasure, Chief.
You guys see how well the Dazumis do against a hammer? Oh yeah, good point when we were off and doing it. This is a vehicle. I still cannot get over how this is the Halo that I'm playing, where I'm just like, why is there a random helmet here? It's a brute helmet. That's weird.
Chief, there's a
But
high
how
value
it's the Halo
targeting
game that I'm
range.
playing, where it's
The
like, man,
banished chieftain
I'm like,
Engeddon. Be careful if you go after
Not
him.
into
Going
using
by
the
his rap
Covenant
sheet,
weapons.
He's pretty dangerous, even for a chieftain.
They just don't feel as good. But the human weapons feel better than they have before. So I guess that's the trade-off, I guess. Close to the ground. The thing is like already exploded. What the fuck did you do to it? Tap the dirt a little bit too hard. It hasn't exploded. It was just faking out. Now it exploded. For reasons.
You want to take this ring? You'll have to get through me.
Yeah. Are you T-posing on the ground? I was looking at you. The hell did you just shoot that grunt with? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Humanity's day is done.
Does it? In my experience, it kind of just gives a wet fart at people. Not my experience. And they're unloading it in an elite as he doesn't care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you shoot it once and it's overheated. Chief, that's not really from but sure.
I can smell the fear. It fuels me. He is attacking.
Oh wow, you already have your shields back? Artificial difficulty, yay. It chews up a shield. God damn it, Leela, I need you to fish him out. Then why are you going the long way around? No, you go this way. It looks like there's even a chopper over there you can use to run him over with. That's usually how it goes.
Reinforcements inbound. That takes care of the entourage.
Okay, so the button to pick up can't put it down. That's good to know now.
Enemy reinforcements.
It's kind of funny how the turret seems to take more shots to kill grunts than it does grunts.
Eyes up, Chief. More of them.
Leland, his shields are coming back. Because they have recharge time of half a fucking second. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it since you told me to stop doing it. Fuck all the energy.
armor.
I only put like about 2 magazines directly into his face after the helmet was off, so of course, I mean, I took out about a quarter of the health. It's such a boring way to make things difficult. Yep.
Hostile reinforcements inbound. Target eliminated, but we're not finished yet. Get the crew.
Good combo, good combo. Keep telling you to switch, but you don't switch. What am I supposed to do about that? A punch-proof grunt? What is this madness?
Threat
What's this world coming
eliminated.
to?
We just put down one of the worst monsters to ever plague the UNSC. The Banished get weaker with every
Rush
HVT
down.
we take out. Keep it up, Chief.
The hell is a rushdown hammer?
Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next?
Ammo boxes at the street. The other choppers cool. Smoking. It just means it's mean and aggressive, right?
I hear you.
We're heading up there.
Lead the way,
We
sir.
can't take vehicles.
Stand by. On the way with your wasp.
Well, you have found out this map is pretty much not designed to have vehicles in it. Yeah, taking the zoomies up there is probably a good idea.
Order received, Chief. Stand by for delivery.
We're in range of Rith Cool, one of the UNSC's most wanted Banished targets. She's renowned for her fleet command skills, but she's just as lethal on the ground. Be careful.
Oops, the Phantom. Spawn, damn you. Spawn, damn you.
Confirmed kill on the HVT. Once we deal with the crew, we'll be all done here.
Take a grenade!
I still don't know why it's called a rushdown hammer though. I saw something draw a laser on me earlier. Oh, it's stuck. Stuck environment. Again. One of the game's favorite activities.
It's okay, Spartan! I already won the war!
Just a human after all. Good, it's over. Almost out of ammo.
No, I'm pretty sure there's still a guy with a skewer because I keep seeing lasers pointing everywhere. Pinpoint needler. I wonder what makes a pinpoint.
Nice. That's the end of Rith Cool. Banished tactical supremacy in space combat just took a big hit. And we've avenged a lot of UNSC personnel and assets. Not bad for a day's work, huh? We'll need more data to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence. Let's find the remaining beacons.
Might as well go do the plot things right here. That's what I originally set out to do 2 crashes ago. That looks like a gorge that physics break in. Oh, yeah, can't switch my equipment. Alright. Dope. Oh, I felt physics breaking way before then. I'm just gonna throw this out here, game developers as a whole. If you are making an open world space, don't do invisible walls. Because if I didn't have an invisible wall, I could have done that, and that would have been cool. But now I have to hit a loading screen with Leland not saying anything's happening. So I have to sit there and have that momentary thing of, did the game just explode?
Hello, Chief.
Leland hates using his words.
You're a braver man than I am. On the way with your wasp.
Hang on, man. Just bonk it. Get down on the pad. I'm curious. I want the science.
What's next? All this time, we
Because the game doesn't know what to do since I'm not hijacking you. Alright, so I have to try and be on your center point. Well, it's because, like, the collision doesn't work right, so I don't respond to when you turn. Vaguely. It's just a very resounding cathud. I swear to God, I will take us down. Forerunner. It had an aggressive exclamation. Oh look, it's the guys that make you go, man, I remember drones. Do you remember drones? Pepperidge Farm remembers drones. Just get to where we're going. Dude, just get to where we're going. It's gonna be so much faster. Why did you get an aircraft if you're gonna just hug a road and follow the road?
There's a beacon nearby. We should check it out.
Yeah, that's way too many. It's too close by. Phantom. Don't get phantom. It's bad for your health. Oh, there's hunters. What's the grunting? I mean, that's cool. You're worried about some shock. I'm worried about the hunters. Ourselves using red versus blue bases. I mean, it does have a health bar of non-existent. stop dying, though. You know, people who come down with a case of death have a 100% mortality rate. It's true facts. Ready for us to have our next pandemic and just watch ourselves just all die as the people in charge just tell us this? Why are you running in towards them? They didn't fall on. They're facing me. That's racist. Apparently the hunters are scared of ramps. They're not a full fusion rod, so yeah, you can take a little bit of that. I can do the scanner again.
Coast clear, Chief. Give me a second. There we go.
Did the thing.
This won't take long. Just one more to go, right? This will...
Status. Status. What happened?
Chief, something pushed back. Scanned me. It's gone now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Probably some sort of security protocol. It's nothing. Let's go get the last one.
Is she sure about that?
two okay? What
No.
happened in there?
I don't know. Something scanned me.
Something?
Probably fine.
Probably.
Or not.
Really?
Don't worry. We can handle it.
Let me flip the warthog that's missing wheels. All the way up there. Wait, did you say you were done? Oh, that sounded like you said, I'm done. The game does like to be broken. Oh no!
Good to have wheels again. Plugging everywhere got old real fast.
Master Chief.
UNSC ain't going anywhere.
I can do that. Stand by for vehicle drop.
Yeah, they like to do weird stuff.
Hell yes! I'm ready.
On your six.
Requisition confirmed. On the way with your hardware.
We were afraid you still have left to go. Just more Super Earth variant guns and then Rocket Hog. I guess Gauss Hog is too powerful. I blame IGN. Yeah, it was being cut by that absolutely everything else. Have a nice fall. I wish I could zoom my camera.
Watch your head, Chief. A high-value Banished target's nearby. A Jackal sniper called Bareth. Intel says he's a crack shot, but you're a better one. Go get him.
I thought Bareth was like a mud dinosaur guy. Turns out he doesn't like to move.
That's a wrap on the target. Let's clean up the rest of them.
Spawn, damn you. less accurate while it's shooting. Of course I noticed that. The whole point of fixing your weapons into a vehicle or a stationary mount is so that you can have sustained fire like that.
Barrett's down. And just like that, life for the UNSC on this ring just got a little safer. Nice shooting, Chief.
Beam
The
Rifle
data
Ultra.
we've been gathering is
It's trying to say
fascinating.
it has a different name, but I know
Still
what it's actually
incomplete.
called.
One more beacon and we can bust that spire wide open.
Well, he died down here, if you're looking for him. 'Cause I shot a rocket and then he fell off, and then he stood still, so I shot a rocket at him and then he died. Trying to slow you down. What the fuck is this? I thought you knew what these Easter eggs would be. Got an oxygen canister. I don't know. But I don't know why he has an inflatable of himself. I think I remember hearing when watching Ackman's video about this, when you find the Easter eggs, it's supposed to cue the music. Another Banshee.
This cannot be! Demon! I'll kill you for this! The demon absconds you!
Good.
That fob belongs to the Banished. It should belong to us.
That's what aimbots are for. They really on their tooltip shouldn't say we obey the law of thermodynamics when they're like, oh yeah, you need to vent your plasma weapons to make them work. I'm like, you're gonna be obeying the laws of thermodynamics. Your plasma weapons are probably exploding everybody on the Halo when we go to shoot them. Oh, oh, that's new. That's new. My thing's broken. I want your thing. Your thing's less broken than mine. It wasn't. It just materialized. And I'm like, that's less on fire than my thing.
Another fob platform, Chief. Claim it.
Oh, I do. No, I'm not wanting to plant grenades on it, game. Apparently, it's got different places that if you grapple on, it'll only let you put grenades on it rather than try and steal it. Can they call in sick? But man, really should have called in sick today. I'm like, are you allowed to do that? Hey, they reference Yip Yap. Yeah. Dylan. I think it's happening. Man, it's bad. Well. My desktop was broken for a second. It's just the closing of Halo was confusing the hell out of it. What the heck is that ThinCat up to? ThinCat, what the heck you up to? What the heck is that cat doing? What the heck is going on here? I did get all the way caught up on that, and I'm pretty sure whatever the next chapter is the last one. Because then you're like, they might have 2 more, and it's like, there's not enough people for them to do 2 more, Leland. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a problem of the whole killing death games, whatever the fuck you're gonna call the Danganronpa does, but the death games kind of going with that too. How many of those have ever actually gone to the originally set out conclusion? I mean, especially that one where you have to vote on people, it kind of can't. Like, seriously? No, that was the last one. There's a fob that's like right next to where we're trying to get to. What? 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 What?
Chief, thanks for the help. Spartan Griffin, Fire Team Taurus. Glad to see you made it back off reach.
We've got to get the captain into the hangar bay. Can you help?
Sure can. Be warned, the hangars are crawling with beds.
Then we clear them out.
You heard the Chief, Taurus. Hangars up ahead. Eyes up, let's move.
Come on, follow Chief.
I'm trying to follow you. I heard him. Yeah, that is what rain do like to do. hell, Dad? Why beam rifle so shitty? 5 headshots, no dead. Why beam rifle so bad? And it was special beam rifle.
Chief, let's capture
Beam
that
rifle
fob.
ultra.
Sniper eliminated.
What a horribly armored vehicle. People might be like, it's a tank, he's got plenty of armor. If it's being killed by small arms, it is terribly armored. The bare minimum of anything that would be heavy combat vehicle is it doesn't get killed by small arms fire.
The captain to a dropship. Now.
And what about you?
I'll hold them off.
You always do. Give him hell, 117.
Where did my gun go?
You did it, Chief. Fob November's ready for capture. Fob capture complete, Chief. For most of the war, this was about as deep in Banished territory as the UNSC could reach. Can you imagine what it was like? Trying to protect this fob from the Banished? So many lives sacrificed.
Shut up and focus, Murray.
Fob signals coming in clear. You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
How dare you? Art Hawk and Zeratus, who apparently has a Super Earth variant rocket launcher.
Awaiting orders.
There's a guy over there. I have the special beam rifle. Look at it be ineffective.
Good to see you, Spartan.
Got an AV-49 coming your way.
Why is it called Ultra if it's terrible? Dude, why are all the Covenant weapons so bad?
The data we've been gathering is fascinating, but still incomplete.
That guy you just
One more
killed,
beacon and we can bust that
I shot him in the
fire
face
wide
5 times. Actually, no, I think it was 6, because he had his shields regen. And it's even the special beam rifle. It's the beam rifle Ultra.
HVT in range, Chief. Captain Arthok. A really nasty one, according to his rap sheet. He took out 3 ODST squads in a single op. Don't underestimate him, Chief. HVT in range, Chief. Zeratus the Scourgemaker. He sounds unpleasant. Taking him down would buy the UNSC more time on this ring. What do you think?
Look, I gotta say it. The Brutes have really dumb names for each other. Like, The name Zeradus, whatever. Different language. That's fine. What is he? The Scourge Master or something like that? It's like... Okay, what are we? 11? It's not falling down a hill, it's pinned in a rock. Bro! What are you doing? What were you doing? Leland, it's distance of enemies. Have you not realized that yet? It has nothing to do with stand still. It's proximity of enemies. They were right there. That's what it's been in every Halo. It's always been proximity of enemies.
More of them, Chief.
Behind a rock, but okay. What, Finn? You tell that game, Finn. You tell it off for me.
Crew's eliminated. Let's get the target and finish the job.
Oh, my goodness, broke now.
That accounts for all of the crew. Now it's just down to us and the target. Go get him.
Yes, I was aware. ward over there. Why does a blazer have...
The squad's down. Eliminate the primary target, and we're done here.
So I think it might be he's the only one allowed to do it, and we won't have cool his health tech, and we won't be allowed to do it if we get his thing. But it might be wire guided, because I saw it very visibly curve around things. Oh, cool. As soon as I threw the grenade at him that drained his shields to drain that last bit of shield he has, his shields immediately came back and basically nullified all the drain. So, immediately made it, what's the fucking point if he can just auto-heal as soon as you're going to do damage to not take damage? Don't like boss fights. They're always so bad. Whatever the more recent, I don't even know what's the most recent one. There was a Borderlands I got because I thought I'd play with the group, but then it was as soon as I got the game, everybody's already 50 levels ahead, so there was no hope of ever doing any multiplayer with it. But one of those, it was actually, I remember I went into a boss fight, and that's kind of when I stopped playing. It was a boss fight where his entire mechanic is that he had a bunch of health, and there was a point of his boss fight where legitimately all he was going to do was just do mega colossal damage that's unavoidable to everything. There's no, like, it's just the entire arena you're fighting him in, it's everything just takes unavoidable damage, and I was just like, I can close that and do something else with my life. Oh, noisy little cat. Yeah, it's a bendy rocket. So it's either got a lock on, or it basically does wire guided, or it's a mechanic only he's privileged to use, and we're not going to be allowed to do it. All three of those seem equally likely to me. Yay. Why are they so bouncy?
Give me a real fight.
Doesn't your other guy have a blade on it?
Looks like the human has had enough. Just a human after all.
Okay, he wasn't even looking at you. He was in the complete opposite direction. That was bullshit. Ugh. It kind of looked like it was he turned on his jetpack and it killed you. What, cat? Wow. but that did fucking no damage to his actual health bar. That was fucking dumb. No. I shot him, and yeah, it took out what bit of shields he had. So I shot the second one at him, and I'm pretty sure the direct hit of the rocket did approximately 1 pixel of health. Well, yeah, do your damage. Did you do your 1 pixel of damage with your rocket? So you might have done 2 pixels of damage at him. Pretty sure he wasn't in the air when you were down there.
That's the end of Zeratus the Scourgemaker. May his stupid nickname die with him.
We're thinning out the numbers of Banished Elite on this ring. Keep it up, Chief.
We're finally done with it. Oh, now what? I got Ad Hoc. I wonder if he's an ad hoc group.
HVT in range, Chief. Captain Arthok. A really nasty one, according to his rap sheet. He took out 3 ODST squads in a single op. Don't underestimate him, Chief. I've made attempts to complete our Forerunner dataset algorithmically, but no luck. No way around it. We need to reach that final beacon.
I don't know. It's the whole launcher now? Did you do your 4 pixels of damage with 4 rockets? Why are your bullets bending? weird. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, I definitely got killed by that one.
Reinforcements inbound. HVT eliminated. Now take out the rest of the squad.
I think you killed me, even though I was
As
about to have a fun
expected,
time using a
Arthok
sword
was
on
no
him.
match for you. Well, as I expected anyway. I bet he was surprised. Arthok wreaked havoc on UNSC
I
colonies
didn't
for
jump
years.
in front of you, I was
No doubt
slashing him
about
and
it,
then you
he got
charged.
what he deserved.
It's a Ravager rebound, whatever the fuck that means. Doesn't. I'll be there in half an hour, Leo.
I will destroy this disappointing fight.
No, you zoomed off. What I'm doing to you right now is what you did to me.
Coming up on the last beacon.
Apparently stabbing a jackal kills you now. I stabbed a jackal with an energy sword and I exploded.
But still incomplete. One more beacon and we can bust that spire wide open.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. think I can do in 2 bursts with a battle rifle what I could do in about 14 shots with the ultra beam rifle. Energy beam sword.
They
Whatever
never
the fuck
stood
you
a
call the
chance.
thing. Just don't give me that plasma carbine, because it's bad.
We did it. We actually did it. Not that I thought we wouldn't. It's just, it's nothing. Last one. No, no, no. This is a trap. She's trying to find out what I am, trying to use me to break the deadlock, start the spires. My routines plus the monitors. Not good.
Then we
If
stop.
it's a trap and she's gonna do a
Stalemate.
thing, you could just like
Now,
unplug yourself rather than
close.
explain
Eventually
about
she'll
it's a
find a
trap
way.
as she's doing
Then
it.
we have no choice. I've got you. Red flag.
Nothing happened. Sorry. Maybe I'm going crazy. Or just paranoid. Did you say something back there?
It was nothing.
Okay. Well, we've got what we need.
Is that their not subtle way of saying that they did a red flag?
Let's head back to the spire. We should be able to bypass the security now.
Kind of funny seeing how rare of an achievement it is to complete any amount of the campaign. Well, it took what, a year to put the single player out? Just put out finished games. Jesus Christ.
Let's move.
At your service, Chief.
We gotta go back where we started. You guys remember drones? I remember drones. Drones were cool. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I noticed. You noticed. Why did you do that, Leyland? Why did you ruin everything? No, of course they would come back when it's the plot to come back here. That's why I was lamenting about, you remember drones? Because I remember drones. Because that's literally going to be the rehashed line I'm going to do. just better than the beam rifle, and that shouldn't be that way. Yeah. I don't know, I'd probably have to pull out the sniper to try it, but I don't much like the idea of a gun that I can reload once. Because, like, and everything I'm gonna shoot at, I feel like I'm wasting my shots.
Advancing. Something I can do?
Good for now. Doubt it'll stay that way.
Damn, he flew. No one ever said the grunts were smart. Sure. Sure, game. There was the sniper that you were talking about. That was as far as what happened to me. I threw a barrel, and the game decided, yeah, but there's a wall over to the left of the barrel, so yeah, it's gonna come back and then blow up on it to kill you. Is the sniper guy still sniping? I don't know how I have a non-divisible number of shots in that rifle though. Weird seeing hunters so far apart from each other. I mean, I shoot them once and they look at me, so I think I'm using the correct weapons. Cowardly coward. Nope. Well, he didn't fully animate the second punch, so. The brutes that want to charge around like that, they're definitely the thing. Don't look at them too closely because it looks real janky. Barrel.
We stand, they fall, as it has always been.
A shock rifle? Oh, shotgun. Why are you saying shotgun so weird? Yeah, the grenade teleported as I rubber banded. So, don't know what that one's about. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we lagging. We lagging real bad, buddy.
The flames of battle have died, and so have you.
Why do you have to get stuck on the environment so much? Why did your bullets like to bend? It's weird. Stop doing that.
He will not escape me.
The Hammerling. Should be. Oh, what? What? Uh-oh. Okay.
are now?
Down, I guess?
You guess?
Yeah, this is all new. Fresh.
Bro, you can literally
The
just
Nexus
close it.
appears to be below the gravity lift into the spire. We need to find it.
Called B-roll, Leland. Game broken.